Welcome back to Social Media Saturday. How many times have you had your phone die?
Way too often.
Me too. This is something Naoma's going to talk about that we can all relate to. Naoma, it's all yours. Can't wait to hear this one.
What did we ever do before we had smartphones? Now we use them for everything. Email, checking in, messaging, calling people, playing games. You know, these smartphones are like mini computers, but the more you do it with, the more they can also drain your battery. So a lot of times when you start seeing your battery life go down and down, it says 10%, you start to kind of panic a little bit. Oh my goodness, you know, I got to get my battery up. So there's a few things you can do to kind of help make the battery life last a little bit longer. One thing I do also is I do have a small portable battery charger that I usually carry with me. I have one in my car because, you know, I'm using my phone all the time. But the first thing that you could do is you may close out your apps, but they might still be running in the background. So what I can do is you can go to your settings and you can go to your apps and it'll tell you what's running in the background. So then you can force stop them that you may not be aware of, even though it's closed, but it's still running and still using your battery.
This one gets me a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, so you have to check it more manually and force close those. But if you start to see it going down, it might be something you can do to kind of make sure everything's closed, or even uninstall the apps that you don't use that are still running you may not be aware of.
Yeah.
Another thing you can do is, it's very simple, is just dim the screen. So having it on bright, that can be a big battery drainer, as well as even using a vibrate. So take the vibrate off and put it on silent, because vibrate uses more battery life than just using no sound or just a small sound.
So it can be little stuff. You know, people who get intimidated, well, how do I close? Something like that.
Yeah.
Simple.
Another thing is GPS. Bluetooth, if you're not using them, turn it off. One thing on my phone, the Galaxy, is on the GPS is I can also change it to where it's power saving mode GPS, so it's not always running, or just turn it off if you're not out and about running around. Here's another thing my Samsung can do is you can just take some of those things that you're not using. I have a power saving mode, take off Bluetooth, take off all those things you're not using. NFC if you're not using it at the moment.
And what's the scale of how much this could save you? I mean, can this get you an extra few hours?
Oh yeah, it's just, again, dimming the screen, taking it off vibrate, force stopping those things that you're not using. Another thing that I did recently that I found that was is I have my email automatically synced to my phone and have it synced right away. So when a new email comes in, it's using my battery and collecting that stuff. So instead I did manual updates. So I will manually just go into email and update and refresh it, so it's not actually automatically always running.
What do new batteries cost?
I have a portable battery charger, and that one I think was a little bit more expensive.
I mean, the battery itself. Those are expensive.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's the one that comes with the phone.
Yeah, better to conserve the one.
They have small battery chargers for like 20 or 30 bucks. I have a Samsung one that I can charge 2 phones up to 4 times. I think that was like a little bit more expensive, $100, but it's worth it. I'm always can be prepared for those times when it starts to go down.
All right, Naoma, thanks so much. Great information, and we'll be back.